Right, welcome back to Amped, and I'm sitting on the sofa with a true Midlands legend, a true rock legend, Mr. Brian Tatler from Diamond Head. How you doing, mate? You okay?
I'm good, thanks, Johnny.
Weather was a bit terrible for your drive over. I do apologise.
No,
but,
it's not your fault.
No, it isn't. But yeah, you've got a brand new album, which we're going to talk about a bit later, some gigs as well. But for people who may be out there, you know, not familiar with Diamond Head, you started kind of mid to late 70s, didn't you?
Yeah, 76 we formed, yeah. And we've been going on and off since then, so we're coming up to 40 years, which is crazy. I never thought that would happen.
But 76, that was a weird time for rock, because you'd already had things like Sabbath and you'd had Judas Priest, and it was reaching a new phase, really, wasn't it? Punk had just started to kick off.
77 punk, but I liked punk. I embraced it. I thought, in a way, you'd had almost some of the big bands had got too big, and you know, triple albums and concept albums, and so punk coming in fresh gave me a bit of energy, a bit of do-it-yourself, and I liked that. Yeah,
I suppose prog had bloated everything out, like you say, and it was just brought that urgency back. And also, you know, the beginnings of the new wave of British heavy metal, with obviously Maiden, and, you know, kind of bands of that ilk who brought the extra energy, which was almost like a bit of punk energy to
I think so. I think it spilled over into rock, and, you know, if it was called, it wasn't really called metal, of course, was it, back in 76?
I suppose hard rock.
Hard rock, and then progressive rock and all that.
But I suppose when Maiden came about, you know, they were the quintessential metal band, weren't they, in a lot of ways?
Or really. Priest. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Priest.
Yeah, Priest.
I mean, Maiden have took it further, but I think almost Priest invented heavy metal. I think. I mean, I think it all started with Black Sabbath, but then Priest kind of went and it became metal. And
what were you doing in '76? Were you working? Were you kind of at school?
I left school. I left school in '76. The band formed while we were still at school, so I had the pick of all my schoolmates, you know, and that's how we found our singer Sean and that. Yeah, I'd left school in the summer and I'd started work as a car mechanic, and all the time dreaming of being in a band, because I thought if I get a job, you know, I can earn money to buy equipment and a car and all that kind of thing. It was a means to an end to me.
Well, also I think the dreams were probably a little bit bigger. You know, the rock stars you were aspiring to around that time were some of the biggest rock stars on the planet. Still are, you know, still are.
Led Zeppelin.
First releases when you got together, I mean, you know, did you forge a sound straight away, or did it take a while to get the Diamond Head sound?
No, I think it took a while. We used to, you know, we'd rehearse in my bedroom and we'd just make little cassettes. Even before we had a bass player, just myself, drums and vocal, and we'd just keep recording songs and writing songs and learning the craft in a way, just by listening back to the cassette tapes of our you know, latest offering. And
it actually happened for you by sending out those tapes as well, didn't it? Didn't somebody from, I don't know, AC/DC or something hear some of your stuff?
No, Sounds took it on board.
Oh, right,
Jeff Barton put it in his little playlist, demo tape, Diamond Head. Right. So that was exciting for us. And then Jeff Barton did a huge piece on Diamond Head when we supported Iron Maiden at the Lyceum in 1980. And you know, gave us an unbelievable review. So that really gave us a kick, you know, a confidence.
Yeah. And obviously lots of people out there will know Diamond Head if they're Metallica fans, because, you know, once new wave of British heavy metal had kind of set its course, you know, some bands made it, some bands got absolutely massive, you know, like Maiden, and then other bands, I suppose, were just on the circuit, like yourselves, you know, didn't get quite the accolades they did, but at the same time were out there doing it and as a band. But yeah, for the younger generation, which was me, really, at the time, when I was growing up listening to Metallica, the early Metallica stuff, as soon as I heard them covering Am I Evil, you know, I wanted to know more about Diamond Head, because it's that riff, innit? It's that chuggy riff.
Yeah.
And that was what appealed to Lars Ulrich as well, wasn't it? He was a fan of Diamond Head.
Yes.
Didn't he write to you at some stage as well?
He bought the album because we sold it mail order. We didn't have a record label, so we sold it mail order through Sounds.
Yeah.
And Lars, living in LA, would have got his copy of Sounds and ordered it from us, and then wrote back to the same address. I'm a fan, kind of thing, And he got into Diamond Head through that, and eventually came over to see us in '81. And stayed at my house and stayed at Sean's house.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Slept on the sofa. And
I also saw that letter as well, because we did the Home of Metal exhibition.
Absolutely.
In Birmingham.
Yeah, and he
not
put,
so long ago.
my band's called Metallica, and,
which shows, which shows. So a lot of people, say things about Lars nowadays, they're quite cruel to him, but he was a proper heavy metal fan. And if you came and stayed on your floor, it just proves, how much he was into it.
Oh, he was totally into it. Just an uber fan. Yeah.
And did you get a kind of spike of interest as soon as they released covers as well?
A little bit. I think it was a slow build, really, because the first thing they covered was Am I Evil in '84, when they were only signed to Music for Nations, so they were still growing at that point. And then later on they covered Helpless, and they covered 4 songs over the space of, 15 years. So it's just grown and grown, like I've just observed their rise to the top.
And thank you for a bit of PRS royalties, maybe.
Yeah, not off.
You've been through a few lineup changes as well. Well, quite a lot over the years. You've even stopped doing it for a while yourself, and then come back.
Twice, but
that's been in a band. Obviously, you have other commitments. You have fallout.
It's very hard to keep a band together and happy.
Yeah, it is. So tell us about now, where you're at now with Diamond Head.
Okay, so now we've got a new singer, this guy Rasmus Bom Andersen. He's Danish, lives in London.
I was going to say Rasmus, doesn't sound like
beautiful British name. And he joined in 2014. We toured Europe, and then we talked about writing, because I thought we should try and write something, just to see. And we started, but he wanted to do it in the room. He was insistent we should get together, like the old days in a way, and
just jam and
jam
get the feel for it.
Get a band vibe. Wait for the magic. So we did that, and it went really well. So we've ended up with recording a whole album, and I'm very pleased with it, and it's getting some great press.
And does the band feel solid, and has Rasmus kind of become part of the unit?
Absolutely, he's like a geek, Raz is, because he can do all the Facebook side of it and the internet, but not only that, he's like into video and GoPros and, getting pictures and all sorts. So he puts a lot of work into it from that department, and we hadn't really covered that side that much. So he's very useful even in that capacity.
And here is the album. I've got a vinyl one as well, which is absolutely lovely, which I'm going to listen to later. But you recorded it London.
No, Walsall.
Oh, Walsall. Brilliant. Even more Midland space. So you recorded in Walsall, mastered in London. And pleased with it?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I'm really pleased.
Kind of got a bit of everything in there.
I think it's got that Diamond Head feel and sound. We deliberately tried to capture some Diamond Head style. We feel we've got a style. I write in a certain way, and it just seemed the right thing to do to make an album, that reflects the history of Diamond Head almost.
Well, we haven't got time to chat anymore, which is a shame, but you can catch Diamond Head at Bloodstock Festival this year, which is going to be exciting. You're also going to be playing...
The Robin too in Wolverhampton.
Yeah, so look out for that as well. We're just going to watch a clip now as well of a track from the album. Brian, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks for
inviting me. Come again. So this is Diamond Head right now with Bones on Amped.